On the inhospitable plains of Kenya, a family of baboons is forced to face a lion, the dominant predator of the savannah. Will intelligence and unity be enough to help them survive this brutal confrontation? Dawn spreads slowly across the Kenyan savannah. The first light does not burst in strongly, but gradually filters onto the ground, revealing every dry crack of the African savannah. This is a land of extremes, where life exists on a fragile frontier between abundance and scarcity. Kenya extends from vast grasslands to riverine forests, from humid swamps to windswept highlands. Each landscape is a world in itself, shaped by climate, water, and time. This diversity has created one of the richest ecosystems on the planet, at the boundary where the savanna meets the riverine forest. A community of primates slowly awakens. This is the Mbeer baboon family. One of the largest troops in this region. As the morning sunlight filters through the sparse canopy, echoes of deep, hoarse calls announce the beginning of a new day. Baboons are among the most socially complex primates in Africa. The Mbeer family is organized with a clear hierarchy. The dominant male occupies the highest position, but it is the females who remain united to the troop for life that form the stable foundation of the community. Each individual knows its place, and all interactions follow invisible but rigid rules. During the day, the troop moves across the ground, searching for food at the forest edges and open grasslands. They dig up roots, search for tubers, collect fruits, and capture insects. Their remarkable adaptability allows baboons to survive in a wide variety of environments. From dense forests and savannas to semi-desert regions. But Kenya is not always generous. When the dry season extends, fruit disappears and insects become scarce. The Mbeer family begins to seek other food sources, richer in energy, but also more dangerous. A young antelope separated from its herd becomes their target. For the baboons, this is not an act of cruelty, but a survival strategy. Meat provides valuable energy that helps the entire troop endure the harshest period of the year. However, danger does not only come from hunger. The territory where the Mbeer family lives, with its water sources and trees that provide shelter, is an invaluable asset. and on the Kenyan savannah, any unusual movement can be the beginning of a tragedy. A pack of African wild dogs enters the Mbear family's feeding area, without growls, without displays of force. They move cautiously, disperse, and close the circle in silence. Each individual knows its position, a tactic perfected over thousands of hunts. The moment they are detected, everything happens too fast.
Todo sucede demasiado rápido.
The hunt is over. On the Kenyan savannah, there is no place for mourning. Only the heavy silence of the survivors. For African wild dogs, baboons are not ideal prey, but they are opportunistic prey. When antelopes are scarce, when the dry season extends, any creature that moves on the ground, lives in groups, and can be separated from its troop becomes a target. Baboon intelligence is not always enough to resist perfectly coordinated group hunting tactics. On this harsh land of Kenya, wild dogs do not hunt out of savagery, but because they must do so to survive. And for the Mbear baboon family, the price of survival is sometimes loss itself, because here each passing day is a gamble, and not everyone can always return. While the sun rises over the Kenyan savanna, the true rulers of the plains continue to rest. Hidden in the shade of the thorny acacia bushes, a pride of lions lies motionless, conserving energy for the hunt when temperatures drop. Lions are the only large felines that live in social groups. A pride is usually made up of related females, their cubs, and one or several adult males whose function is to defend the territory. This close cooperation allows them to bring down prey much larger than themselves. In this family, the females are the primary hunters. They move silently through the tall grass, coordinating to surround the prey from multiple directions. Their superior night vision makes lions especially dangerous at dusk. The male, with his thick mane and powerful body, participates in the hunt less frequently. His function is to protect the pride from rivals, both other male lions and competing predators like hyenas. His presence is a shield for the entire group. The lion's usual prey are antelopes, zebras, and buffalo, but on the Kenyan savanna, opportunities are rarely passed up. When hungry, lions are willing to hunt smaller prey, including baboons, if they stray from their troop in a moment of carelessness. The presence of a lion pride is not only a cause for fear for other species. By hunting the weak, the old, or the young, they keep prey populations healthy and prevent the savanna from becoming overpopulated. In nature, predators are also guardians of balance. On the open plains of Kenya, where there is no room for mistakes, another predator appears. Not as powerful as the lion, not as mysterious as the leopard, the cheetah was born to run. Its slender body, long legs, and flexible spine allow it to accelerate from a standstill to nearly 100 kilometers per hour in just a few seconds. Its semi-retractable claws provide better traction, while its long tail helps it maintain balance when changing direction at high speed. Unlike many other large cats, the cheetah hunts during the day. Daylight allows it to spot its prey from a distance while also helping it avoid stronger predators like lions and hyenas. Animals always ready to steal its kill. The cheetah's preferred prey are small, fast animals. young antelopes, hares, and sometimes young baboons. The cheetah is more fragile than it appears. It is not strong enough to defend its prey from lions or hyenas. And is often forced to eat quickly or flee. For that reason, every successful hunt is a matter of survival. Hidden in the shade of the trees at the forest edge, the leopard observes the world in its own way. Today, hunger forces it to take risks. In daylight, every movement is easier to detect, and every mistake has a price. The leopard crawls through the grass with its body pressed to the ground. Its target is the bear baboon family, searching for food near the forest edge. For a leopard, baboons are difficult prey, intelligent, alert, and always near shelter. The distance shortens, but it is discovered, and the leopard is forced to retreat. In daylight, the element of surprise, its greatest weapon, has disappeared. The hunger remains. It moves into the open forest where impalas graze peacefully.
Sin ruido. Sin prisas. Solo con absoluta paciencia. Esta vez, todo sucede en silencio.
No noise, no rush, only absolute patience. This time, everything happens in silence. A precise leap, the impala collapses almost before it can react. At last, the leopard succeeds. With its prey in its jaws, it drags the carcass to a tall tree, safe from the scavengers on the ground. There, among the leaves and shadow, the hunter of darkness finally finds rest. On the Kenyan savanna, the strongest do not always prevail. Only those who know how to adapt can survive. And for the leopard, silence itself is power. When the first rains of the season begin to move northward, the entire Kenyan savanna trembles, not from earthquakes, but from the movement of millions of living beings. From the distant horizon, herds of wildebeest and zebras appear. They move ceaselessly, group after group, forming a vast river of life. The greatest land migration on the planet. The zebras lead the way with exceptional memory. They remember the location of water sources and the green pastures that remain after the brief rains. Their black and white stripes are not only unique marks for each individual, but also create an optical illusion that makes it difficult for predators to identify prey amid the chaotic movement. The wildebeest follow. Millions of individuals moving almost in unison, guided by ancestral instincts. The ability to perceive the smell of rain and humidity from dozens of kilometers away. The sound of hooves striking the hardened earth rumbles like thunder. The constant rhythm of a journey that cannot be delayed. Migration is not just about finding food, it is a gamble for survival. Along the journey, danger is always present. Lions, leopards, and hyenas stalk the herds. Waiting for weak, old, or young individuals. The rivers become lines between life and death, where crocodiles lie hidden beneath the murky waters, waiting for the moment when the herds try to cross. But unity is strength. Although some fall every day, the migration continues because the life on it. The dung and carcasses nourish the soil. Fresh grass grows, and other life forms follow. Without the migration, the savanna would lose its ancient rhythm of balance. From above, the migrating mass appears as a moving carpet, without a leader, without a fixed destination. Only instinct, memory, and time. And while the herds of wildebeest and zebras continue their march, they do not merely move through space, they sustain life across all the land of Kenya. As the massive migration gradually disappears on the horizon, the Kenyan savanna slows down. The rivers flow into low basins, the grasslands become wetlands, the reeds grow dense, and the landscape becomes so silent that even the slightest movement stands out clearly. Here, life does not compete against time, it waits for it. In the midst of these wetlands, the shoebill stork remains motionless, standing almost 1.5 meters tall with an enormous shoe-shaped beak. This bird seems to come from a distant era. Its ash-gray plumage allows it to blend with the reeds, while its cold, sharp eyes do not stray for a moment from the water's surface. Unlike many other birds, shoebills live in solitude and only gather during the breeding season. They defend their territories in silence, more with their silent presence than with conflict. The shoebill's role goes far beyond the image of a predator. By controlling fish populations and aquatic organisms, they help maintain the balance of wetland ecosystems. Where shoebills still exist, the aquatic environment remains healthy enough to sustain life. But Kenya's wetlands are gradually shrinking. Water patterns are changing, and humans are drawing closer. With its slow pace of life and strict environmental requirements, the shoebill has become a fragile indicator of the state of nature. In the stillness of the reeds, that ancient bird remains there, watching in silence. A witness of the past and perhaps a reminder of the future of Africa's wetlands. From the vast savannas to the tranquil wetlands, Kenya emerges as a vivid portrait of the wild. There, all living beings, from the intelligent baboon family, the silent predators like lions, cheetahs, and leopards, to the herds of wildebeest and zebras in their great migration, are united by close relationships of survival. No species exists alone. Every act of predation, every movement, every moment of failure or success contributes to maintaining the fragile balance of the ecosystem. Predators keep prey populations healthy. Migrating herds nourish the grasslands. And in the quiet waters, shoebills silently safeguard the order of the wetland world. But this delicate system is not immutable. Human expansion, farmland, roads, water extraction is altering ancient cycles. Migration routes are being cut off, wetlands are shrinking, and food sources and habitats are gradually disappearing. When one species declines, the entire web of life around it begins to falter. Protecting the environment is not just about protecting wildlife. It is about protecting the invisible connections that have sustained life on this planet for millions of years. It is about keeping the migrations in motion, ensuring that predators still have places to hunt, and preserving wetlands with enough tranquility to nurture life. Today, Kenya continues to resonate with the breath of nature. But that breath is more fragile than we think. The future of the savanna, the forests, the wetlands, and of humanity itself depends on the decisions we make right now. Because when nature is protected, life continues. And when life continues, this planet still has the chance to tell great wild stories like this to generations to come.